Spreadsheet User Guide version 4, video 8. The daily sentiment price shifting versus price. This is like a behavioral tab. So what should normally happen is when the retail guys go one particular way, we'll see price go against them. So the Aussie CAD would be a great example. They shorted it, which is obviously a buy for us, and that's why we got the green. Because they shorted the Aussie CAD, price went up. So that would be a typical outcome for the sentiment analysis. So Aussie yen, they sold it and price has gone up. And pound Swiss, pound CAD, they sold it in quite a big way. They actually shorted the pound CAD a lot. So that price could be a bit larger. So what you should normally see is green and green would be fine, and red would be fine. That would make sense. What doesn't make sense is when we have something like everything is actually quite agreeing quite well. It's quite unusual. Where's a good example? There's one. There's Swiss yen. So it'd be a sell, but price has gone up. So that would be a mismatch. So a match, and when they sell, would be green, so price comes up. When they buy, the price comes down. All right, so that's a perfect example of trade sentiment. They went long, dollar CAD, price fell. They shorted the Aussie dollar, price went up. So if you want to check your behavioral sentiment, whether or not price is playing well with playing nicely with the sentiment shifting, this is the tab to come to. What you'll find as we progress through the week, there was going to be a lot of mismatch. 4 reasons for what would happen is that if the retail guys continued to go one way and then they got punished, they would give up. So as we get closer towards the end of the week, we'll see price go not against them but with them. And this is why we want to try and wrap up the signals Wednesday, Thursday latest, because what happens is that they simply don't want to deter the retail participants. Their liquidity is a great source of revenue, and it's possibly quite fun if you could push price and you could watch watch the herd, watch them getting punished. It'd be quite satisfying from a sort of a power perspective, and if you can profit from it, even better. So they really don't want the retail guys to leave the casino. They'd like them to come back for the following week. And so what we'll see in this tab at the beginning of the week, we'll see things align like they should. And as we get closer towards the end of the week, then we're going to be seeing more mismatch. And so this is why we want to be careful with the signals Thursday, Friday. If we go to and then log, and if you go to the search tool here, if it allows me to, it's slow, waiting. So if you do wrap up, and then you click this, and this explains exactly what happens with the retail sentiment. Currently, they're undergoing pain, like you saw in that tab in the retail sentiment, the daily sentiment shifts versus price. So this is them being very frustrated, very unhappy and angry, and generally a bit peeved, because whatever they do, they lose money, right? And it will get better for them as they progress through the week. It's like the carrot, on the stick. They don't want them to leave the casino. And by Thursday, Friday, they actually, this isn't actually that bad. I made up for the losses I made up on Monday. And what will happen is that as soon as they've broken even for the week, they'll be satisfied. And then we carry on to the next Monday. They get screwed over. And so it's like a big liquidation cycle. There's despair, which they're currently undergoing, and they've just been very fed up. And if they persist, it will work out not too bad for them. And by Friday, they'll be doing quite well. And this is why we definitely want to get out Thursday, Friday. So hopefully that's clear. This is a great example of sentiment behaving today. So it's a perfect time to make the video and watch how this shifts against us as we get closer towards the end of the week, and it'll go with the herd as we go towards the end of the week. So it's a behavioral tab. It's very useful. Check if your currency pair is behaving before entering. See, the pound is behaving and the euro is behaving, and so then you can use it to your benefits. And I've just done a little guide there to say this would be normal, green would be normal, red or pink would be normal, pink green wouldn't be normal, that's unusual, and green pink would be unusual. So there's a little key there, so hopefully that helps. And yeah, and hopefully that logic is clear as well. It's important that you guys understand that and why we wouldn't take the signals. We want to exploit them here, and we want to get out here. And so that just wraps up a video on the daily sentiment shifts versus price, and I'll talk about the sentiment heat map now.